What's going on, guys? Wow, game four. I know I'm very, very late on this. It's what happens when you're away for the night, not near a computer. What a game. What a game in Oakland, and I wish I was there to see that. I don't have the money to go out there, but this was ridiculous. First of all, I'll eat my crow. Winning, even though we won, there's crow I have to eat. I said Scherzer was above average, and he was more than that. I apologize to all the fans and that I belittled him per se. I was wrong. He got me there. He did his job against the A's. The bats were horrible most of this game. This was one of those painful games to watch. I mean, just like when I was at the Chris Carter walk-off home run, most of that game was awful to watch offensively. Yeah, this team doesn't quit. And throughout this year, this team hasn't given up when they're down late in the game. I know they've lost games. Yeah, you're going to lose games here and there. But you don't leave your seat early. And you could tell at the Coliseum, the fans didn't leave their seats early. They knew the season was on the line. That's what I love about the A's fans. There's that diehard feel of just everyone spirited. I know you might mock the stadium attendance all you want, but those who are there as diehards, I like 20,000 diehards, and as a guy who's been there forever, it's something when you're rewarded like that in that ending. A.J. Griffin, I got to give my props. He pitched pretty well in the sense of giving the A's a chance to win. He wasn't great, but he wasn't horrible. He did his job. All I was hoping was he'd go 5 or 6, maybe allow 2 runs or less, 3 runs or less. That's all I was asking for. And the bats came through this night. It wasn't pretty, though. There was that base running mistake. Mike Gallego signaled Stephen Drew to go for 3 bases. I don't know what he was thinking. That was stupid, foolish. That's all on the third base coach, Gallego. Shouldn't have done that. Really screwed up the momentum. I know the guys got out later, but I think the approach at the plate would have been different had for Cespedes and Moss when they were up at bat. I got to also give credit to specifically to Bob Melvin for sticking with Seth Smith. After having a bad game, most of the game he didn't do so well. So the fact that most people would have wanted to pinch Johnny Gomes right there, but they chose to keep Seth Smith, and he hits the double in the 9th inning. And this is the bottom of the order who's hitting, and they were able to do it off Valverde, the closer for Detroit. I hate using the word choke, but I think Valverde did that tonight, just giving the bottom of the lineup some meatballs. And I've said previously in my videos, Coco Crisp has been the team MVP. And he's come up with a clutch sac fly or the clutch big hit. And tonight it showed with 2 outs, two consecutive outs by Leaf Kataris and Pennington. Big single, A's win, walk-off, dramatic fashion, and they live to fight another day. I mean, this is about as dramatic. I know I'm calm right now, but it's because it's hours after the game, but if I was filming my live reaction or something, I would have broken your ears just by screaming, and I really, I'm at a loss for words. I really am with this team. They're just not quitting, and people won't realize this or notice this, but the teams from 2000 to 2003 would have folded. There was no magic. There was no clutch gene in those teams in the postseason. From Terrence Long to Jason Giambi to Miguel Tejada to Eric Chavez to Ben Grieve to, all those teams were not clutch when it mattered in the postseason. They all were not. Yeah, they had some nice moments in the regular season, but when it came down to the time that mattered, none of those teams were good when it mattered most. This team actually pulled that feat. They were big in the postseason, came up with a big hit in the 9th inning when their season's on the line. And now, we still are playing with house money. Game 5, Justin Verlander. Is Justin Verlander is favored? The A's supposedly have momentum after losing 2 games, one that you gave away and one that you were dominated by Verlander. And then you got Jared Parker, a guy with something to prove. The 10th man in the crowd. Obviously had to have played a factor this game. The fact that the team didn't quit. Team was hanging in there. Unbelievable that the pitching's been respectable this series. The Tigers have only really scored off of some errors the A's made or mistakes that the A's made in the field. Otherwise, Tigers haven't scored really on, well, I guess this game they have, but on base hits, in terms of just giving up hits. This was one of those few games where they did score on their own will and without really the errors. If the A's can limit their mistakes, there's that chance, and technically Game 5 is still a toss. I know we're at home. I know I should be completely optimistic that we're winning Game 5s, but as with everything, you got to take things carefully. You got to take things one game at a time. Your whole season is on the line. It's been a great season, win or lose, whatever happens in Game 5, but what a season this has been, just to know that this team doesn't quit. I'm just more proud than ever of what I've been seeing in this A's team. Let me know what you guys thought. Let's go A's. Let's go to the ALCS. I really want to get to that ALCS if we're just in this position. Let's go A's. See you guys later.